President Biden is hosting Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni at the White House later today.
It'll be their first meeting together since taking part in the NATO summit in Lithuania earlier this month. Let's bring in NBC News White House correspondent Mike Memoli. Mike, first up, what's on the agenda for their meeting today?
Well, Joe, Italy is such an important strategic partner for the United States. They're a leading member of the European Union, of the G7, of NATO. And as when President Biden meets with any of the other leaders in those alliances, you can expect that Ukraine and continued coordination with Ukraine is going to be at the top of the agenda. They're also going to focus on the economy and an important issue for Meloni, which is migration. Italy on the doorstep of so much migration from the Middle East and North Africa. Now, what's interesting about this meeting as well is that Meloni is one of the newest leaders of that alliance, that she just took office last October. And even though Biden has had a chance to meet with her on the sidelines of the G7 in Japan in May and the NATO meeting earlier this month, this will be the most substantive time that they have with one another. Listen to John Kirby yesterday at the White House laying out what the president really thinks of her leadership so far.
The president has enjoyed working with her, and certainly on issues of foreign policy, there's been a lot of overlapping and mutually reinforcing approaches that were taken with Italy. Italy is a NATO ally, and they are a very competent NATO ally, and they've been a tremendous supporter of Ukraine. They're hosting something like 170,000 Ukrainians on Italian soil.
The positive tone from Kirby there really is a contrast to the nervousness that many administration officials had when Meloni's far-right coalition won the election last year. There was significant nervousness, especially about Ukraine, because members of her coalition include a party led by former Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi, who had been very friendly with Vladimir Putin, includes other elements that are very Eurosceptic. And so they've really been pleasantly surprised that she's been such a strong supporter of continued efforts to support Ukraine.
Mike, we also expect China to be a pretty big talking point in these meetings. Italy is facing a decision on whether or not to renew its participation in Beijing's Belt and Road Infrastructure Initiative. That's something Washington has been trying to counter, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That Belt and Road Initiative is one in which China offers to help, especially developing nations or nations like Italy that have significant economic challenges, to build infrastructure, things like ports, major projects that have often come with significant interest payments or other strings attached, where China ultimately is able to swoop in and take control of some of these projects once the country is unable to make payments. And so President Biden has made a key goal of his to create a sort of counter program, something that they originally called Build Back Better World, that they announced actually at the G20 in Italy 2 years ago. And so this is a significant moment where President Biden wants to deepen that partnership, to deepen that relationship, especially as G7 is going to be hosted in Italy next year.
And Mike, you know, Prime Minister Meloni's government has policies on abortion and LGBTQ rights that are really at odds with the Biden administration. Real quickly, do we expect that could be a tension point between the leaders?
Yeah, while they have been pleasantly surprised with this coalition as it relates to foreign policy, they do have concerns about some of the domestic policies they've pursued. And the White House always says when the president meets with leaders, he's always frank about concerns they have on issues like human rights. And those will certainly be topics that they also discuss today.
All right, Mike, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.